Alright guys, so what a hell of an intro that was, by the way. You know, cheers for Blakey for sending us that. You know, he's some boy getting Shevchenko. I'd rather he got somebody like Ronaldinho, because Ronaldinho is literally the boyo. Like, if you have him in your ultimate team, I'd play him up front. I wouldn't even care if he was playing as a defender, even though he's not a defender. Even if, like, say he was, for example, I'd still play him up front because he's just unbelievable. I'd definitely have to play him up front. But yeah, some boy like forgetting that, and you know, obviously the reason I put that in there, I want to prolong this video for that reason. But I put this in there because he was saying that, oh, he'll get loads of views because it's Shevchenko. Don't quote me on this, mind. And it was other things like, oh, you'll get loads of subscribers and everything because of it. Right? It's only an intro. I mean, I'm not like the YouTuber that does videos about FIFA or any of the games. I have done one about FIFA before though, but it was to do with fitness and, you know, just in case you wanted to mess about, etc, etc. And you should check that out, FIFA Circuits. It is something that, well, it's a bit interesting. It's something different, you know. But yeah, now I'm settled, sitting here, I'm having a cup of tea, and I'm going to talk to you guys about how you can make a healthy choice with I was going to say Indian there, with Chinese food. So yeah, before I move on to the beginning, credit to Blakey. Cheers for sending us that video. It is quite good, I'll be honest. And you can follow him if you want on Instagram. I've got his Instagram. It's somewhere, right? I'm decided where I'm going to put it yet, but it'll be somewhere. So yeah, you can give him a follow. Not only that, you can challenge him to FIFA. He's not that good, so if you play with PSG, you will destroy him, right? But that's just between me and you, right? Okay, good one. Right, now I can get into my video. And Chinese food. Yeah, who would have thought that Chinese food can it be healthy? Well, you're gonna find out. But not just that, you're gonna find out if not only you can make it healthy, but how do you make it healthy? Because there's a lot of little tips and tricks that you may already know, but you may not, and you just want a little bit of a heads up, don't we all? So that's my job. Oh, well, I like to think it's my job. But yeah, anything that is considered to be battered or crispy, these are things such as I'd say battered fish balls and stuff like crispy seaweed. Crispy seaweed, I do actually like crispy seaweed. I didn't, but when I went out with my cousins the other week for a meal, went to a Chinese, and it was really nice. Don't get me wrong, it was really nice, and it was the first time ever trying seaweed, and it was to die for. But these are reasons why we have them as a one-off, you know, because obviously they're not good for you. They're full of fat and everything else. But yeah, you've got to watch out for deep fried, because that's basically what the battered and the crispy is basically referring to. So basically you want to generally keep away from anything that's deep fried or battered, because yeah, you get where I'm going with it. Not only that, but sweet and sour is usually battered as well, and I've found that out to be true as well. After being to a Chinese buffet where that's been the crack. Not only that, but a good thing to look for, believe it or not, right, saying that, it's got to be on it, but steamed foods, steamed dishes, so stuff like steamed rice, boiled rice, you know, they're going to be good for you because they don't have the fat in. Fair enough, they're going to have the carbs in, but it's slow releasing carbs. And yeah, I don't want to get into a whole other issue and debate about, you know, carbs, simple, complex. You know, I don't really want to do that. I want to give you guys some straight and upfront information about how you can make it healthy and what to avoid. So yeah, stuff like that. There's good things to sort of keep away from. But I know there's people saying, what about stir fry? Do I have to worry about stir fry? Now, it's a tricky area. It is a bit of a grey area. However, you can get away with having a stir fry, basically because what was I going to say? It happens every single video. I either mess up by, you know, saying something that doesn't sound right, or I just forget. I fluff my lines. Hey, we all do it. But yeah, basically, you want dishes that, well, so a stir fry does work, and it works because it's not necessarily high in fat, and it's normally got quite a bit of vegetables in as well. Especially if you've got a vegetable stir fry with nothing else in, just veg, you can get away with that. So depends on what you put in your stir fry, depending on whether it's going to be good for you or not. I mean, if you put chicken in a stir fry and loads of veg, yeah, you should be alright with that. Yeah, I don't see any issue with that. But it depends on what else you put in it. If you put more than what you would traditionally put in terms of either oil, or you put different things in like sauces, it's going to begin to add up. But if you sort of keep it how it is, you know, you're laughing. Yeah, you're laughing. Right, now we get on to what to avoid. Now, I've already mentioned it before, you need to avoid things that's battered and crispy, because they're not very good for you whatsoever. And because they're not very good for you whatsoever, it's going to obviously add to more fat and everything else. And that's one thing we want to try and avoid. Also things such as prawn crackers. Yeah, believe it or not, prawn crackers are gonna sort of get in the way of that as well, which is good in a way, because again, I'm a sucker for prawn crackers. I love them, especially if you put them in gravy or if you put them in a curry sauce. Yeah, it depends on which way you go. It's either team curry or team gravy in terms of that, but it's just got to be gravy. If you dip a prawn cracker in gravy, it's something else. It's truly something else. But like I say, these are foods that we have every so often, you know, because your body needs bad fats as well as good fats. You know, it does. But it's all about the moderation. It's all about how much of it you have. You know, if you have loads of it, chances are it's going to add up. And then when it adds up, that's when you put the weight on. So, yeah. So now we move into, actually saying that, no, I was going to go into the healthy ones, but there's spring rolls as well. You need to watch out for spring rolls, because they can get you as well. Vegetable spring rolls can still get you, because it's how it's made. But again, I'm not a big fan of vegetable spring rolls. Duck spring rolls, on the other hand, oh, I could eat loads of them, you know. And this is something you wouldn't hear a PT say, or you wouldn't hear somebody who does nutrition say. You know what I mean? I'm not just going to fill you with things like, oh well, I do nutrition, I've done nutrition, or I'm a PT. Yeah, I never eat nothing with fat in. I never eat nothing like that. You can, right? Don't get put into this big orb, or this big sort of following where fat is your enemy. You know, I've said it before and I say it again and again. You need to have fat in your diet, but the question is, it's all about the quantity, right? If you have too much fat and too much saturated fat, yeah, that's when it adds up. But you need fat, you need some fat in your diet. You know, there's loads of different reasons why. And one of the ones that I tell everybody who is sort of come under this curse is vitamins A, D, E and K all need fat. They're fat soluble. So if you've got fat in your diet, you're going to be able to absorb them. You know, it's as easy as that. But not a lot of people know this, or get told this, and they get put in this Weight Watchers type of thing where it's, oh, fat is your enemy, no, you know, eat this, have that. It baffles me mind. But it's good business for companies, you know, because people are relying on them to give them what they want. Whereas me, I'd like to think of myself as an honest type of guy with stuff like that. I don't want to see somebody pay so much money and get told loads of whatever you want. Oh, it's alright, you just run through there and backwards, you know. Actually saying that's better to do it with your top off, yeah. Because people listen, people do what you say, because you're the person who they're putting their trust into. You know, so it's as simple as that. I know I've had a bit of a rant there, but hey, you know, that's just what I do. But yeah, so spring rolls as well. Now, basically, healthier options are stuff like crab. Seeing that crab, I had a bit of crab the other day, and it was a crab's claw, but it was in batter, so I imagine it wouldn't have been the best thing in the world in terms of health, but it was a cheat day, so I thought, why not? Why the hell not? And I wanted to try something new. That's why I wanted to go there, because I always have the same thing, and life gets boring and monotonous if you have the same thing over and over again. So that's what I did, and yeah, it was really, really good. It was a nice experience, but it was a bit dry. I should have put some gravy on top of it, or some sort of sauce on top of it, because it was really dry. And yeah, you know, I don't really like when it's too dry. It's like when chicken's too dry. It's absolutely horrible. But yeah, crab, There's soups as well. Stuff like corn soup as well is really nice. You know, there's loads of different things as well. That stuff like steamed rice is really good for you. Chicken chop suey. You know, there's prawns. Prawns can be alright. They can be quite salty though. You know, and that's it. I've missed off 2 more things that should be in the unhealthy category, but it's alright. I'll just list a few things off. But we've had a few things that have been sort of a bit negative in terms of that. We've had a few things that have been sort of positive and being healthy. But yeah, one other thing that you do get quite a lot is egg fried rice. Now, I don't know how I've managed to forget it, because that's pretty much the one thing that loads of people I know want. Egg fried rice, or unfried rice. And yeah, I used to be a sucker for that as well. But I like boiled rice. I love it now. I mean, boiled rice with gravy. Actually, saying that, sometimes I get a chow mein, but I only get it now and again. And as for a chow mein, I'm able to find anything that says that it's really bad for you, but I've never seen anything that's really good for you. So, me being me, and obviously having some sort of idea with like nutrition and that, I'm guessing it's not the healthiest, and I'm guessing it's not the worst thing you can have. I could be very wrong, and I think I will have to do a bit more research into that actually. But I only get it now and again. I'm more of an Indian type of guy than a Chinese. Say somebody saying, "Oh, we'll get the Chinese," I'll be like, "Oh, really?" And then I've just got to say, "Well, I'll have a beef chow mein or a chicken chow mein." I think I'd rather have a chicken over a beef one, because I imagine the chicken one being a little bit healthier. But yeah, I know I'm ranting on quite a bit, and I'm sort of rambling on quite a bit. But I want you guys to have the full sort of knowledge and the full lowdown. And if anything, I want it to be relaxed. You know, I don't want it to be one of these things where, oh, he's going too fast, or he's just doing it because... Alright, so I don't know what happened to the rest of that clip. Your guess is as good as mine. Maybe the GoPro just decided to cut out on me, who knows. But either way, yeah, that was the fast food, another episode done. I was going to say fast food, it kind of is. But that's the Chinese done, and yeah, the clips that's missing, there's only like a minute left. And it's basically me just baffling on, just like I am. So yeah, if you like the video, brilliant. If you don't, again, you don't. And if you subscribe from it, then hey, the more the merrier. But yeah, with all that said, I'll see you guys soon. Peace out.